Before we start, just one thing. The halo has slipped for Saint Gary. No, not Lineker, this time another football icon. Ex-Man United right-back Gary Neville, who's made a right idiot of himself. Keir Starmer's best friend, of course, a man who champions workers' rights and equality for women. How unfortunate, therefore, that he should sign a reported six-figure salary to be working with beIN Sport. Now, beIN Sport is not a shoe shop that sells Nike trainers. It's the state-owned channel of the Qatari government, a government which presides over rules in which being gay is a crime, punishable by up to 3 years in prison, and one which has something called a male guardianship system, in which women are dependent on men for permission to marry, travel, pursue higher education, and access reproductive health care. It's exactly the same eye-watering hypocrisy as we've seen from the ultra-woke Gary Lineker, who considers himself to be politically to the left, whilst battling with HMRC to reduce his tax bill. Then there's the rainbow flag-wearing David Beckham, who's received millions to be the face of the World Cup, and its hosts the wretched and medieval Qatari regime. Neville and Beckham are as bad as each other, and they demonstrated just that in a recent so-called documentary in which Gary Neville interviewed David Beckham about his new role as the face of the World Cup, without once mentioning the issue of women's rights, the treatment of gay people, or the appalling conditions in which those stadiums were built, causing multiple injuries and the loss of 5,000 lives. Neville has said that he'll continue to campaign on those issues and try and raise awareness in his new role. But the best thing he could do is boycott the World Cup and make a statement. Instead, he takes money from this despicable regime. Football is one of the most hypocritical industries out there, and the likes of Neville are its worst proponents. This is an own goal for the woke Gary Neville. This multi-millionaire socialist loves to wave the red flag. But it's time someone showed him the red card.